Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is January the 25th, 2019, the home of the 2-minute price prediction, as well as giving all the news according to the charts. So we're going to talk about two marijuana stocks that Wall Street thinks will drop in price. And we're not going to go through this article for the most part because, as I've been telling you all, if you've been an avid watcher of our videos, we only pay attention to the price charts. And considering that the title of this article is talking about prices dropping for two marijuana companies, we're going to go ahead and look at the price chart to see, in fact, if that is going to happen. Okay, so it was an article written by Sean Williams on the 22nd of January. The two companies that they're talking about is Innovative Industrial Properties and Cronos. Okay, once we look at these two price charts, you would definitely tell that these stocks have seen a substantial increase in price to the upside, which can lead to the possibility of these two stocks moving to the downside. We will address that as we get to both of these stocks momentarily. I just want to go ahead and highlight some of these things in the article that I think would be beneficial for your understanding and your knowledge. You can tell here that President Trump signed the Farm Bill into law, legalizing hemp and hemp-based cannabis products in the United States. No longer considered taboo, the legal marijuana industry is ripe for investment. So again, this very new industry is going to get an umpteen amount of funding, investment into this particular market. So you can expect these stocks to see a continuation to the upside, which I wonder why he went ahead and started off the article with that notion, when in fact you're trying to dispel to us that you're looking for two stocks to fall in price, but yet and still you try to give us some positivity in the very beginning to try to persuade us in thinking that these stocks are a buy. So already he's trying to cause some confusion as to whether or not are you trying to insinuate that these stocks are going to move higher long term, or are you trying to insinuate that these stocks are going to move to the downside, whoever these Wall Street analysts are? Okay, so keep that in mind as you try to dissect this article. I will have a link of it in the description of our video if you guys want to continue to go ahead and read more about what Sean wrote. Now, I just went ahead and highlighted Innovative Industrial Properties is one of the two companies Wall Street believes will head lower. Right now, its share price is 2% higher than what analyst consensus price target lies. Okay, so you can see right here 2% of that $60 price is around that 56 over right here where this support line is going to be now for Innovative Industrial Properties. What makes this so shocking is that Innovative Industrial Property is one of the very small handful of pot stocks that's profitable on an operating basis. So why do they think that this stock is going to move to the downside? Simply for the fact that it has seen a very substantial increase for the month of January. And as always, what comes up must always come down. Okay, so that is Innovative Industrial Properties. And then the next one is going to be Cronos, the other marijuana stock with a lower consensus price target than its current share price. Is Wall Street darling Cronos Group. Unlike Innovative Industrial Properties, the gap between the consensus estimate and the current share price isn't even close. Analysts' consensus target price suggests that Cronos Group will fall 25% from its current level. Okay, so it's all the way up here at $16. They're expecting it to fall 25% from where that currently is being traded. And again, that is a definite decrease from where the market is currently being seen, which is around $12 or so. They're expecting Cronos to find a support area from where it's currently traded at $16. Okay, so now I'm not going to waste too much of your time. We're just going to go ahead and look at these two particular stocks in the market according to the price chart, because that's what we do. We give you all the news according to the charts. And we're going to go ahead and see whether or not these markets are in fact going to continue to see a decrease to the downside, or are we going to see these two stocks continue to move higher in price. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it right now. We're looking at Innovative Industrial Properties. This particular stock has, as I stated earlier, has literally been in a very strong uptrend in the market. We have seen some indications on monthly bars to where we try to move to the downside, but if I zoom out, you can see it's just literally a straight shot up. So again, Wall Street analysts are trying to dispel the fact that this particular stock is getting weaker. The monthly chart is not showing us that right now. We are still in this current bar right here, so we're not done yet. But with a 2% drop from the price target from where it's trading now is around $57 or $56 right here at this support line for innovative industrial. Okay, and once I move into a weekly chart, you can tell here that the market did find some resistance at that $56 price. And then throughout the following weeks, this market for industrial did come back down and bounce off this ascension line. So we're expecting that to happen, but currently the strength is still being revealed in the market. So yes, this particular stock can fall in price. 2% is not overly as drastic as what Chronos price target is as 25%, but overall the market in innovative industrial properties is still pretty strong. Okay, so putting it in on the daily price chart, we are seeing indications to where stockpile is coming into the market. Twice this particular stock hit that $60 price, and we're still getting indications of a lack of interest to the upside. So we are entering a space and time to where sellers are coming into the market. So you definitely got to be careful in innovative industrial properties for the fact that we have seen a very good up move, and now is it about time for it to take a break and the stock to move lower. Okay, so that is literally what this particular stock is telling us on this price chart, is that yes, we are seeing some slight hints of weakness entering this stock. It definitely needs to be of note that we have to be a little bit cautious as we continue to see this stock trade. Okay, the weakness is here even when you move it to a smaller time frame. So 2% is not drastic. Okay, so if that's what the price target analysts are looking at, then yes, we can see another move to the downside as we continue to move on throughout the month of January, beginning half of February. I'm just telling you all that the strength in the long-term move on the monthly chart is still there. But once you move it to a smaller time frame, to a daily price chart, we're seeing indications of weakness. So caution is needed. Okay, I will expect this stock to try to move to the downside. And if it's only 2% right here around that $56 or maybe around the support line that we got drawn here. But yes, I'm a little bit leery of how far this stock will move higher right now according to the price chart. Okay, so overall, I will say that innovative industrial properties is geared for lower prices, but it's not overly drastic to where you're looking for the market to have a substantial breakdown in price. So now we're going to go ahead and look at Chronos. Now, we did Chronos on December 7th, 2018, when they went ahead and made that partnership with Altria. And we told you all that on that video right here is when we did this particular video. On this particular day, we said that the market in Chronos will fall down in price, and said that support can be around 12 all the way down to $10. And you can tell that the market in Chronos in fact did find support at that $10 price. Now ever since then, Chronos has been in a very strong uptrend in the market as well, considering that they're looking for the stock to have a 25% drop in price from where it's currently trading, which is around $16. That is literally right here at $12 once again as support. So right here where this gap lies in Chronos from the 3rd of December all the way to the 7th, you see this gap right here is where the Wall Street analysts are expecting the market in Chronos to fall and find support. Now the daily price chart is showing us that we're getting some weakness in this space as well. Next week will definitely be a game changer for both of these stocks, considering the fact that we are still seeing some weakness coming into the market. The weekly chart though is definitely continuing to show us that it is maintaining this trend. We did start off the week for Chronos moving to the downside, but you can tell that we are currently ending the week moving higher. So there is some stockpile coming in this particular bar too, so we got to be careful with this increased volume. One of the main reasons is as to why I'm really leery as to how high these stocks can go is because the volume has been on the decrease in these particular stocks. Okay, so Chronos has the potential to move to the downside as well. We're trading at all-time highs for Chronos, as well as for innovative industrial properties. Both of these stocks are making all-time highs this week, today, and it goes to show you that the market is overly extended for these stocks to see another decrease to the downside. So I'm not really expecting these stocks to move to the upside right now. We have already seen upside movement, and it is becoming overextended to where you would expect these stocks to take a break and move back down to lower prices. So I'm looking for Cronos to move to the downside too. 25% drop, I don't see that as of yet, but again, we can see some movement to the downside, maybe around $15 to $14 initially. The market's going to try to hold support there and then try to move up from there. But again, if the analysts are looking for $12 as support, then it can happen, but it's not being seen on the price chart as of now. But we are still seeing some indicators of weakness entering the market for both of these stocks, and I'm only telling you that for these reasons. First, these stocks are already trading at all-time highs. Secondly, the volume for the daily and the weekly chart is being decreased or reduced as we continue to move higher and higher in price. And thirdly, once you see such a substantial up move in the market, it's obvious that it has to take a break. So those are the reasons as to why we are expecting these stocks to move to the downside. It has been a great run, and if you haven't been able to participate in this run, then definitely you want to wait until these stocks are done with the movement to the downside. Okay, and they're all going to boil down to where support lies for both of these stocks. So we already told you $15 to $14 for Cronos to try to find support in order for us to see a resumption to higher prices, and for an innovative industrial properties, 58 all the way down to 56 has to be held as support in order for us to see the continuation of all-time highs. Okay, so I just wanted to give you all an update on this article. We haven't done Cronos in a while, so that was an update for that stock too. If you guys got any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it in the comment section of this video. Again, if this is your first time watching our video, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to like and share this content as well, because we're dissecting what these articles are trying to insinuate, and then we're going to look at the price chart to make sure if it actually makes sense on what they're saying or what we read. Again, make sure y'all maintain your profitability, and I will talk to you all later.